Make your life a lot simpler and reverse engineer your budget. I'm going to show you what I mean. Most people are familiar with the 50-30-20 rule, meaning 50% dedicated to your needs, 30% dedicated to your wants, 20% dedicated to your investing and your saving. All good and well. You can use that as a barometer for where you're at. What you can get lost in is trying to apportion and worry about all three of these categories at once, right? What does this actually mean? Where are my 50% needs at, 30%, 20%? And thinking about those all at one time in a way that kind of bungles up the whole thing in your head, it's really hard to understand where you need to go with that information. What we're going to recommend is kind of a flip-flop of that process. So you can use the same even percentages, but what we definitely want to view is this guy first. Let's reverse this order. We have 1, 2, 3 down here, kind of how it's laid out, how you would traditionally think about it. We're thinking about our savings first. So we're gonna put that 20%, whatever we put that number as in our own, how it works within our own personal finances, that is what we're gonna look for first. We're gonna make sure we hit that mark. That's gonna be the beginning step of building our budget, really. We're gonna hit that mark, 20%. Now, what does that do? It sends us over to 2. We have to take care of our needs, right? Now, if you can't make this work, if you can't hit a number here and then make your needs, you have a whole different problem altogether. We have to work on a more simpler, a more basic form of budgeting, or you just need to make more money. But when you can make this work, what happens is you start to learn how to control these needs, this 50%. The more this 50% can become, let's say 45%, let's say 40% of this whole picture. What does that do? All that you can save there just dumps all this new spending ability into that wants category, right? You're 3 here. So if we think about it that way, we hit our mark here, we have our needs there covered, and now we can allocate the rest to our wants. The more we can control and learn how to make this picture better for us, learn how to trim down those needs, look at those utility bills, make sure they're in line, look at your insurance every year, make sure you're reallocating that, going to a new provider if you have to get a lower bill, doing the little cable and internet, making sure they aren't getting too high on you. Go change if they're good. You don't need to let them steal your money. The point is you can learn how to control this category, and the more you do that, the more this whole thing starts to work in congruence. You can see how that snowball effect will start to take shape. It can really boost your personal finances. Learn how to work that way, and you're going to see a benefit out of it, I promise.